Hello and welcome back to the Long Dark and back to Stalker. We are at the farmhouse in Milton where we left off. Bit of a sit rep here. We've got tons of stuff. That's the one thing about Stalker that's kind of fun and nice, isn't you're never in a shortage of anything, but we're only a couple of days in, I think. Yeah, a couple of days. So we basically still need to continue our quest to loot and just gather supplies here in Milton. We're trying to establish kind of a base for ourselves. We've got supplies lying all over the place. We've already got some hides and things going. We've got a ton of food. We got a whole lot of cooking stuff that we can do. We need to move this chair eventually. Can we? Yeah, at some point we're going to cut that chair down. Alright, how are we sitting on food? Let's drop that, because I want to try to cook everything that we can. Even though we found out that if you place stuff over here to cook, you can actually cook on this little edge here. I'm quite amazed with that the last episode. So we got potatoes all over the place. Did we find the recipe? No, I'm just thinking about it because I was looking for it in my Deadworld run. And okay, we haven't found it. We still need to go get the recipe. All right, no worries. I think it's back at Grey Mother's. So, not a whole lot of reason to cook just yet. We got a lot of canned stuff and everything, but at some point we want to start cooking stuff. Getting to cooking level 5 will be amazingly helpful, especially early on. Well, we got stuff everywhere already. 2 days in, we got stuff everywhere. Alright, so let's see here. We still partially armed, yes. Could do for some repairs, but I have a feeling we're gonna find better clothes as we go along. So we'll keep it from falling off our bodies, but we definitely won't worry about going crazy with this. So we can get our revolver out. We've already checked him. This got the hood up, so I'm assuming we've done that. Let's walk back into town. I know we were carrying so much stuff. How are we doing on weight? We're already overweight. Let's go back in here and make sure we dump weight. Hello, rabbits. We're going to get some snares going for them, too. I want some passive cooking. I don't trust myself. Shoot the door. Alright. This is empty. Let's see what we can shed here. We don't need to carry that. We got a bunch of sticks. We could drop a few sticks off. We can fix that. I'm going to keep the bedroll just in case. The hatchet's always good. How are we doing? Is there any excess clothing we're carrying? No, not really. We can lower that weight. We haven't even gotten well fed yet, so let's drop some of the sticks. And how much water are we carrying? Not too much. Okay, so we're not like overloaded, but we're just... I think well fed's going to help us. But where are they at? There we go. We'll pick up a few here. And then we'll make some tinder out of that when we duck in someplace to warm up. Okay. That helps a bunch. Just that alone. Double check all this. You know what? We don't even have a lantern. Let's drop that. We'll take the can with us in case we need water. Harvest this. And I'll pick up a couple more sticks. I won't go crazy. We'll have the one piece of that for books. If we run into something like a carcass, we'll be able to hack it up. Alright, let's go back into town. And as crazy as this might sound, if we find some spray paint, we might actually start using it because... And here's a really good reason for me to use it. I like using it to mark areas. I like using it in Coastal Highway to make safety lines. To get from the fishing huts to safety on the shore. But because I'm playing this in a way that I will play and record 2 or 3 episodes at a time, and then it may be a week before I get to it again, because I don't get a lot of time to record in the evenings. A lot of it's done on the weekends, or I'll do it like when my wife is working in the evening. So I may not touch one of these for, you know, a week. Like a good example would be Deadworld. I actually got an extra day off, and I spent a good part of it on Friday because I was pretty much home alone, and I did 3 episodes of Deadworld. So that kind of carries me out towards the end of April, which is what we're in. It's April 7th. And so if I get a couple of these done today, then that's going to give me a buffer for a couple of weeks. And then I don't feel so rushed to try to do them and then it gives me time to do some of the extra stuff. Like I didn't get to Pacific Drive this week because of that. Just time. Sometimes it's hard. And especially since I started streaming a little bit, which even that's been difficult because I've only been able to do that like once a week. I mean, I was going to try and do 3 nights a week, and things keep getting in the way. Alright. Because the nature of what we're playing, we will gather important stuff, but like, you know, books and all that, I'm not going to worry about gathering everything. I'm not going to get to be being a loot goblin. We definitely want food. We definitely want important things like the pot. We'll stack that stuff up. Because at some point when we leave here, we may want to take a pot and a pan with us. But the way that stove is set up right now, I'd kind of like to leave that just the way it is. Because, good lord, we could power cook there. Okay. Well, not anything exciting there. I'm gonna grab it, but I doubt we need it. Just drink it. I'm trying to get better about just eating calories instead of carrying a bunch of calories. A lesson learned from the Deadworld series. Alright, we just have to take that. We can't. Okay. I'm going to leave the water alone. It'll be nice to know that if we duck into a house, the toilets are going to have water in them. I don't foresee that being a huge problem, but...
Best be prepared for anything.
Okay. No battery. It'd be nice to find one over here that wouldn't be that far to carry up. Okay, so we got this one done. See, this is where I'd like to spray paint. I would like to spray paint all these houses as searched, but... That one's boarded up. That one's boarded up. See, now, this would be another interesting item in the game. Okay, so it's boarded up. Can't get into it. Obviously, they bugged out, and they boarded up all the windows. Or, you know, whatever. Now, you need a pry bar in order to get into the Orca station. It'd be kind of neat if you could pry bar some of these off in some select areas and be able to get some specialized things maybe once in a while. Especially in the early, you know, like in the Pilgrim and Stalker, it'd be kind of neat. I'm not sure I'd want that in Interloper, but it wouldn't be a bad idea in Interloper. Like you can't break into a lot of the houses without a pry bar. Might add some level of difficulty to it. Like you can get into a couple of the houses, but you can't get into all of them without something to break in with. Just finding all kinds of food, aren't we? Pancakes.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Moldy lake fish. All right, we'll take you. I think at this point the ultimate find for me right now would be the rifle. Don't know that we're gonna find it, but I would love to find that from the hunting standpoint. If we don't, we don't. I'd like to force myself to use the bow quite a bit too. Hello, shirt. In fact, all we do have is the pistol. We can still hunt with it. We'll have to be a little creative, but we can hunt with it. Need the toilet water there. Okay. Let's take a look at the clothing. I don't think... .4, .5. Where's that one? Drop that one. .5, .3. 30 minute. Oh, wait. You know what? Go ahead. Yeah, repair it. Maybe they'll be better repaired. The made ones are going to wear out faster. I noticed they don't last very long. So they're the same. So wear those. And then harvest this. I think they'll be a little more durable. We're going to find more stuff. That is a for certain. I can only imagine what we're going to find like in the bunker. Up there by the bear. More flour. Carrot. Flare shell.
Okay.
We're not that hungry, are we? I was gonna say I'll just eat that now. Some more oil. Broth. We're gonna be making a ton of stew and pancakes at this point, aren't we? Oh, more potatoes. That'll be the other thing about getting cooking up to level 5 is so that we can take advantage of all this food because it's going to slowly deteriorate. Hello, shoes. All right, how are we doing on weight? We are heavy.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load.
Yeah, I know. That's a little much. I'm going to see if I can't get back with the fire log. We'll take a look at our weight here in a second. If we have to leave the fire... Oh, hello, flashlight. We'll take that back for sure. No underwear and lighter fluid. We're going to leave the water. I'm leaving that behind. So. I think it's funny we haven't found any spray paint yet. It's one of those things like, hey, I could use the spray paint. It would come in handy. And as soon as I said TLD went, nah, you ain't gonna find it. Usually you can find it everywhere. Which I think is hilarious. Okay. Yeah, we're a tad bit heavy. Go ahead and eat that. Those two fish are not helping us any. Alright. Let's get the pistol out. And we'll call this row done. And then we'll come back and we'll do that row. Like I said, we're going to slowly loot the town. I may bring the fuses back with me. Looks like we've done that side. All the hoods are up. Is there a battery in any of these? Not that one. How about you? Not you either. I don't want to have to drag the battery over here. I think it's in that truck. Let's check these vehicles on the way back. My thinking is that seeing how we're already here, and I think I probably mentioned this in the last one, it's like we might as well find the equipment to repair the radio tower. We know we're going to eventually want to try that. You're way over there. I probably could outwalk you at this point. No. Did you get distracted? That'd be great if you got distracted. Okay, that car doesn't have the hood up. Nope, this one doesn't have the hood up because you can't put it up, but the gas door isn't open. That's a new one I've been trying. When the front ends are bashed up and you can't open the hood, and you've checked the car, you leave open the gas door. And that gives you a quick outward visual. Is he still following me? No, he's been busy. No, he's still back there. Okay. I thought I saw something like shadow go over the hill there. So anyway, I've been trying that with the gas door thing. It's just an outwardly visual thing. It's like you know that the front end's bashed in on the cars and the trucks. And it's an item that you can open that is easily looked at from the outside without having to climb in or look through the windows. So, whether it's a good idea or bad idea, I don't know just yet. It's something that I've just been dinking with here the last couple episodes. Especially in Deadworld and stuff. Coastal has a ton of cars, and a lot of them have the busted front ends on them. He had to stop for a howl break. Yeah, he should be able to catch up to us because we are heavy. Not that I'm terribly worried about him. Let's see if we can't break his path here. Talk about the tale of two different sagas. In Deadworld, you don't have to worry about the wildlife. And the loot is so sparse that finding food, let alone clothing or anything, is just brutal. And then to come into this in the last couple of episodes is such a major change. Okay, so there's our battery that's over here and a few wires and fuses, so let's see if we can lighten our load and head back into town. It's only midday. We got lots of time. Alright. Eventually, we're going to have an outdoor freezer here. Can we eat that? Let's just finish as much of that as we can. Oh, we did finish it. Good. Alright. Cool. Holster your weapon. Alright. We'll add this to our... Whoops. Oh no. Now I'm never going to get the salt out of there. Alright, it's going to have to stay there. Drop the flour, drop the oil, drop that. Here, let's put that there. Now, is it nuclear broth or is it Soylent Green? And if you don't know what Soylent Green is, you're definitely not one of my older viewers. And if you do know what Soylent Green is, it's been a long time since I watched that movie. Alright, let's move the pancake materials over here. Oh, that's that's in the way. Do we not need that? Are we... Oh, we're rocking the double. Oh, we need to repair that. Okay, just let that be for now. Alright, this chair is really starting to make me mad. Come on. I am really looking forward to the... ability to clean up some of these bases. Alright, we got peaches all over the place, beans all over the place. We need to find that recipe so we can start making some peach pancakes. Whoops. Go back. No. There we go. I kept thinking I was on the right. And we'll leave that there. We'll put one in between. We're bound to find another thing of peaches. Alright, keep then that coffee. We're going to eat all these bars here when we get hungry. We'll just keep those on us. Alright, what else can we lose here? Oh yeah, we brought a fire log back. So, drop that. Drop the fire log. Do. Well fed's gonna really help. In fact, you know what? We should be getting well fed like any time now. So let's do this. Let's harvest. I mean, it's got to be like moments away. It just depends on when we spawned in. Oh yeah, the sardines of death. Oh, we don't need to take this with us. And we can drop that. And we can drop this. Okay, see, we're... Alright. That's right. Can we put it up there? We have 4 pots on the stereo system. 3 on... That's crazy. Tell you what. When we find the flare gun, keep our stuff by the TV. All right. Is there a... There is. Okay. Let's get rid of some of this nonsense. I have to find some lichen or old man's beard, whatever you want to call it. To get that out of our inventory. We need to find a whetstone. That would be helpful. We need to get Mr. Axe sharpened up. I don't remember finding one yet. Okay. Back into town. Just like real life if you live out in the outer areas. Every time you turn around, you gotta go back into town. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna kind of slog along here, aren't we? Battery is heavy. And we could have found one in town, but I don't want to risk it. Oh, you're lucky we don't have a shotgun. We need scrap metal too. I forgot about that. I've done a few parts of the Signal Void. I have never completed it yet, which makes me frustrated because the DLC has been out for over a year. They've added in Buried Echoes, which is a whole nother segment to that. And I haven't even finished the first one yet. I keep getting sidetracked. I had a series where I was trying to do it and ended up dying to the freaking wolves. And I toyed with the idea of just going to go do it on, like, you know, Voyager or whatever, or Pilgrim, so I didn't have to deal with the wildlife, or maybe turn the wolves off on a custom. And it's like, nah, wait. I want to do it, but I want to play it. I don't want to just do it to do it. It feels kind of disingenuous. I mean, I don't mind going and doing like some scouting. I did that with my Deadworld run because I was going to go into Blackrock, and even though there were no predators to deal with, my worry was not knowing my way around to the point of like dying because of exposure. Because getting cold in that custom challenge is brutal, absolutely brutal. And so I wanted to make sure I had like just a working idea of, okay, here's the prison. Okay, this is how you get to here. This is how you get to there. And I still didn't look at everything. I completely missed a couple of parts. I know I missed the mine, and I didn't search the steam tunnels probably as thoroughly as I could have. So there may be a few items I missed. I mean, I'm going to say that with a lot of places. I'm sure there are tiny bits of each map that I've been through that I've completely blown off. I'd have to say Desolation Point and Coastal have been pretty good. I've gotten most of the major areas. I didn't go get the plane crash, now to think about it. See? Oh well. There could be a stack of MREs waiting to let me live for months in the plane crash, and I'll never know. Nope, gas store is closed. Okay, so we'll have to check all those. Where are you, Wolfie? There you are. I knew you'd be over here. You got caught up in the fence, didn't you? Oh, you're on a full mission. You just follow me? Okay, that's good. Come on. It's the Wolfie and Will show. I think there's some more radio tower parts over here where that red toolbox is. But we're so overloaded with this freaking battery, we're just going to walk our way out. Let's see what this knucklehead does. Ooh. We don't want to confront you unless we have to. You're really loud for as far away as you are. We're just slogging along. Nothing like going uphill, overweight, in a snowstorm. This is like telling your children how you got to school. You have it so easy, your mother drops you off. I used to have to walk in the snow. Uphill, both ways. With wolves. And then we had to climb. Oh, darn. The growling stopped. Nice job, Ben. Nice job. There might be some stuff in there too. A But let's get the battery done first. And boy, did that battery need changing. I don't know what we did with it, but hey. Alright, let's go see if there's anything in this little bucket over here. Wood. There's some wood there, guys. Alright. Where are they at? There they are. I just saw them. Drop that. I think we need 3 fuses. We need 3 fuses. Wires. We need 2 wires. Alright, so we need to find a wire and a fuse. So let's go back down here real quick. I know we're tired. In fact, let's do this here. Drink. Stacy's grape soda. Natural artificial flavoring. Hello. All right, let's get rid of you. Alright. We caused him some blood. How about us? We sprained a wrist. Okay. We gotta work on our pistol shooting techniques. I think we're shooting a little late. I think we need to shoot just a bit earlier. Luckily enough, we've wounded them enough that their fight is pretty meager. Right. What do we got here? Oops. We already looked there. Oh. I forgot we left fish out. I guess we should take that home. I'm assuming the recipe for the pancakes has to be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in that little... I don't know if we checked the little cubby up here or not. Oh, we did. We did open the little cubby. So do we not have that recipe? I could have sworn I just looked. No available recipes. Oh, Lily's pancakes. There we go. There we go. Okay, we did find it. Okay. We need cooking level 4, but we'll save all those peaches for later. Alright, cool. I just didn't look in the right spot. We've already checked all this. Alright. Come with me, fish. Really? So quickly? Alright, let's do this again. Still don't know how well I shot him. Tell you what. God, we got 2 sprained hands. Let's do the feet at least. Well, you know what? We're going to need to do a hand too, because if we get another wolf encounter. On the plus side, we should find some wolves. We'll be able to harvest. And we will harvest them. All of them. Ooh. Might come in handy for the bunnies. Take you. Anything? Anything? Do we have a hacksaw yet? If we do, we don't have it with us. I was gonna say we could hacksaw this this bucket and stuff. We need a few pieces of scrap metal for that. You know, at least the battery's here. That's one positive. We don't have to worry about that. All right. We need to get back though. We've had a rough day. On our walk to school, we got attacked by wolves. I had to walk in the snow, carrying a battery. There was a battery right there. We forgot it. That's as empty. Those are down. All right. So you forgot to leave the hood open. There's another battery. We checked this one, didn't we? And we failed to put the hood up. Yep, visors are down. Open the hood. We're getting close to getting the town looted. Alright, we got everything on that side. I believe we got that side already too. Here, let's go meander over here real quick. We'll go check these cars. Yeah, all the hoods are up. Gas door's open, see? Can't open the hood, but we left the gas door open. That means we've been in there. See? Empty trunk. Alright, so my silly little idea is working, for me at least. Hood open, hood open. I think we've got all that side. Now that we've got all this side, I'm going to say the town's pretty good. Let's see if this one, did I do it? Did I follow? Yes, I did. There we go. Gas door is open. Fantastic. It's hard to start new habits like that. He was really pushing that one. All right. Oh, the wolves are howling. All right. This one is not open. So let's check in here. Okay, so we have not been in his car. Good deal. Nothing between the seats. We're still going to check the back. By goodness. After the hacksaw Deadworld thing. Alright. And that's been searched now because the front is dented. Soda. Is this the front end? Okay, so while we're back here, I'm going to go ahead and open this now. Nothing back here, nothing between the seats. Let's go with Go energy drinks. All right. These are all boarded up over here. Okay. So much ricey. So much stuff. So much stuff. I mean, I'm lucky to find 2 reishi on one tree with Deadworld. Really comparing that to Deadworld because it's just the difference in how there's so much less to work with, and it's a lot of moving around. To stay in one place for more than a couple of days is odd. Looks like something on the water. We're gonna go be nosy. Let's go be nosy. It is something on the water. What do we got here? Is this something we've dealt with? Or not? I don't think that we have. It is a partially frozen wolf, so he has not been here long. I'm wondering if we should just light a fire and... $55. That's 80. I got 2 accelerants. We'll save those. All right, let's just do this. We have so many matches. Cardboard matches are worthless anyway. Let's put down one of the cedars. A couple of sticks. Tell you what, just drink the soda. Alright. How long to just quarter this guy? An hour. Alright, let's just do that. We've got an hour and a half on the fire. Let's just quarter him up. Quarter him up. Drag him back. Ooh, we're gonna slog home. Thank goodness we're not too far. Here, let's go this way. We're not cold. Well, I wasn't planning this long, slow walk back home, but it's like, let's just grab it and go. We can leave the meat on the porch, even if I don't, if I have a storm and I lose it, you know, it's not the outcome I want, but at least we'll have the hide and the guts. If we can harvest the meat in the morning so that we can just get our cooking level up for the moment, and we can just store it. We can create a predator meat section around the side of the house or something. It'd be different if we were super cold. It isn't like we haven't done this before, apparently. Here's another torch from a previous walk. Alright, so I think once we get back to the house, we'll situate ourselves with all the stuff, and we will take a long nap, and we'll probably close up the episode. We should be fairly close to our 1 hour point. Hello, rabbit. It'll probably be a couple episodes before we get to it, but it is my goal to get the rest of Milton looted. I want to go down to the plane crash. I want to go to the bunker. I want to essentially try to get as much of the area looted as possible. Oh, it's right there. I was like, didn't we have a fish that we had? It's so dang light in color. It blended in. Alright, put that away before you kill a fish. Alright. So, you know what? Let's put these on the porch for right now. We'll harvest those in the morning. Again, if we have a blizzard and a despawn, it'll suck from the aspect that it was wasted cooking opportunity, but it isn't the end of the world. Oh. Well. Guess we'll light a torch. Alright. Wolf coat in the making. That's right, we were doing the guts in the bathroom. I think there was a joke about retching your guts. So why not put your guts in here? Okay. Oh, that's right, we got rid of this box. That was so beautiful. We just need to get rid of the chair in the kitchen. Alright, we're not super hungry, but let's go ahead and find... Sure. Well, that's why we did it. Alright, so... Take the antibiotics. Tell you what. Drink the tea. We should heal regardless, but this is a good use for the tea. And I'm going to put in for 10 hours. And see where we're at. Maybe we'll have web fed. That would be awesome. Go to HRV and get the satchel. Will be even better. 2 days, 23 hours, 58 minutes. We're like 2 minutes away from 3 days. So, okay, that's where we're going to leave this one. And when we get back, we should have well fed. That'll be great. We'll keep looking for parts to do the transmitter. Like I said, we know we need like one more wire, one more fuse. We'll stumble upon them somewhere, probably down by the plane crash or whatever. But I think that's what we're going to do on the next episode. We're going to venture out further. I don't believe we have a pry bar, so we can't go over to the gas station just yet. But I'd like to go to the bunker, go to the plane crash, gather up some stuff. Having well fed will help us with that. Go light and lean, and we'll be able to carry back a bunch of stuff. So we'll go from there. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope everyone's enjoying the Stalker series, and we will catch you on episode 4 coming up next week. Thank you very much.